Hi everyone, so I'm going to be doing this other class-based UML diagram. It's going to pertain to vehicle, which consists of bicycle and car. And if you want to know how to get to this platform, draw.io, please watch the first video. And what we want to do now is we want to see what do these two vehicles contain in terms of instance variables and methods at the bottom. What would be classified that is similar? So if we think about this vehicle right here, which is the parent, this parent right here, let's say maybe bicycles and cars, maybe it has some kind of horn. We could put that as Boolean, so true or false. Maybe some bicycles have it, maybe some don't. Then there is, what about the wheels? So there's maybe number of wheels, so integer. And what I want you guys to do is every time there's area at the top, you always want to have at least 3 instance variables at the top and then 3 methods at the bottom. It's just so you guys can keep practicing doing these. And don't forget, when we're saying the data type, whether it's Boolean, integer, make sure the first letter is capitalized, but the actual naming convention is in camel case. So here we'll say maybe there's an electric bicycle, and like of course cars have engines, so we could put engine, and we can say that Boolean, true or false. Maybe there is some kind of something that pertains to both of them. And vehicles, what is a method or function? It's some sort of action that it performs. What can both a bicycle and a car perform? Well, we could say they both start. They can both stop. They can both accelerate. So these 3 methods down here, you can see here, they all can pertain to both the car and the bicycle. They can both start and they both stop, or they can like accelerate. They could also decelerate. So it really depends on what you want to put in here. Now let's go look at the children level. Let's look at bicycles first. So what does a bicycle have that a car does not have? If we're talking just in terms of just regular bicycles, let's say pedal. And we could put that as Boolean, true or false. Does it have pedals? Maybe handlebar. And that could be an integer. Maybe how many handlebars? And does it have a chain? Boolean, true or false? Now we need to think of some methods or functions, so something that the bicycle can do or perform. I had to look this one up actually because I'm not a bike expert, but there's some tricks that bikes can do that cars usually don't do unless you're in some kind of like really important sport or something, but we're just going to pretend these are just regular cars and bicycles. So this could do like a wheelie right here. Maybe this bicycle can also do like a bunny hop. And as you can see right here, I'm writing it in camel case, but also there's the opening and closing brackets at the end. This denotes that it is a method or function. Maybe there's also a wheel flick, and the brackets at the end. So that's how we would look at the bicycles. And now let's take a look at the cars. When we look at cars, we also want to see what instance variables are specific to cars that bikes probably don't have. So let's say passenger seat. And maybe how many passenger seats, so it could be integer. So maybe maybe this seating can relate to bicycles because you can buy something that attaches at the end of the bike, but that then relates more to like polymorphism and inheritance, and that could be classified as a parent, so I don't want to get into all of that. So let's just make it as generic as possible. So we'll say passenger seat for cars, and maybe a car has a radio, and that could be Boolean, true or false. And what else does a car have? A car, maybe in car entertainment, and that could be Boolean, true or false. Now let's make this a little bit bigger here so it doesn't cut off. There we go. And it's in camel case, as you can see. And right here, the data type, you can see the first letter is always capitalized. Now we want to think of some kind of action that these cars can perform. So we don't want to say start and stop because it's at the top already. We already said that right up there, and it's already pertaining to the car and the bicycle. So maybe we want to say something like what we can do with it. We'll just say oil change. We're performing an oil change on the car. Maybe eject airbag, because usually cars inside have some sort of airbags. Then maybe there is those wipers. We could just say wipe windows or something as an action. And really, I'm not going to look into seeing how much of a car or bike expert you are. I'm mostly seeing, are you setting it up correctly with camel case and like the brackets at the end for methods or functions at the bottom. And at the top, I want you to have the instance variables, the naming convention, again, camel case. And then with the data type, so after the camel case, the 2 dots, and then there is the data type, which is integer or whatever it is. And you have to have the first letter capitalized.